Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, in the words of Wolbe, we learned the following idea, and that is that just like Shabbos is the day in which HaKadosh Baruch Hu returns to himself, so to speak, in which he leaves the Olam Achisa in the outer world and he goes into the inner world, which is himself and his essence, so to a person who connects to the mitzvahs of Shabbos, to the guarding of the Shabbos, we also are able to leave the physical extraneous world and go into the much deeper world, which is a true connection with Hashem, which means that Shabbos is going to strengthen in a very deep and powerful way our Emunah, our belief in Hashem. And he concludes this chapter today with the following words. Chazal oimrim shemitzvah Shabbos shekula keneged kol haTorah kula. The sages teach us that the mitzvah of Shabbos, keeping Shabbos properly, is equivalent to the keeping of kol haTorah kula, of all of the Torah, all the other mitzvahs. Now, what does that mean? V'asaba Mikel Mzatzal Omer, the Alter Mikel, one of the greatest Musar personalities of our previous generations, he explained it in the following way. Shekol rega shel shmir Shabbos, every moment that a person guards the Shabbos, which means he keeps it holy, he doesn't do malacha, he doesn't do actions that are prohibited, he enhances his Shabbos table with divrei Torah and singing, the food is delectable, the conversation is divine, the davening is something that is spectacular. A person who keeps the Shabbos properly, so then, says the Alter, each moment of guarding Shabbos itself is equal to all of the mitzvahs. It's not just that there's a mitzvah called Shabbos and that's equivalent to every mitzvah that there is, but rather every moment on Shabbos that you're guarding the Shabbos, which means that you are bringing yourself back into the world of the penimius, of the closeness and the unity with Hashem, is equal to all of the other mitzvahs that there are in Shabbos. And the Wolbe explains the reason is because through the proper keeping of Shabbos, a person is able to taste the sweetness and the purity of the innermost sanctum of all of the mitzvahs that there are in the Torah. Why? Because through the keeping of Shabbos, a person renews his connection and his contact with Hashem. When you're connected with an inner sanctum of the Ribbono Shel Olam, then you're able to be connected to all the mitzvahs that are there as well. Amarnu, we said, we already explained that a person who merits to keep the Shabbos properly, so he gets the oimek emunah, he gets the depths, the deepness of faith. Chazal have a very strong feeling and understanding of what it means to keep Shabbos kehilchasa, according to the law. Like it says in the Gemara, the sages said it's with great difficulty that we even allow a person to say, Shalom Aleichem, how are you? To greet somebody on Shabbos. I feel a good Shabbos, even to say, Shabbat Shalom, a good Shabbos to you. Poigim b'kedushas HaShabbos. It is a blemish in the holiness and the sanctity of Shabbos. Velanu ein kol musag b'zeh, and we have no understanding of what this means. Explains Rav Wolbe, according to the words of our sages, that since that Shabbos is such a strong, powerful connection that a person has with the Ribbono Shel Olam, and it gets us into the deepest worlds of our Emunah, the deepest connections to all the mitzvahs, and that's the zone, so to speak, that a person could be living in 24 hours of Shabbos Kodesh. If I stop and I turn and I divert my attention from that, and I look at someone and I say, Shalom Aleichem, how are you? What's going on today? How have things been? So I'm offsetting the sanctity and the inner connection that I share with Hashem. Of course we have to be nice people, and of course we have to smile, and we have to say hello, and we have all these things. But Chazal understood that if a person would really, really, really be in that zone of the Kedusha, the holiness, the sanctity of Shabbos, there would be nothing else really that would exist for them. They would be completely immersed in a Yom Shekulo Shabbos, in a world that's complete sanctity and holiness and Emunah of Shabbos, which would lead us to a much deeper connection to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and that would elevate and raise up levels of Emunah, because our vision and our connection of Hashem would be pure and clear, and it would influence our Emunah not just for Shabbos, but it would influence our Emunah for the rest of the week. So as we come to the holy moments of Shabbos Kodesh, may we be zeicher to prepare ourselves the best that we can, to be able to give ourselves the fuel to go into the Shabbos with great attention and great adherence to the Kedusha, the holiness and sanctity that is there, so that we can enter into and we can connect ourselves to the inner world of the Ribono Shel Olam, and through that build up our Emunah, recognizing that yes, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not only the creator of the world, but he runs the world in every single detail, every single way. We should recognize all the chasadim, all the kindness, all the goodness that he does for us, his mercy and the joy which a Jewish neshama can have when it realizes that it's living every moment of their life together with Hashem. Wishing all of you a wonderful, wonderful Shabbos filled with Emunah, with Simcha and Menuchas HaNefesh, true peace and tranquility on Shabbos. All the best.